This is the Mesa Lite from Mokwheel. And I gotta tell you, this has quickly become one of my favorite e-bikes for a lot of reasons. Stay tuned and we'll talk about it. So as you know, I'm really into flying drones, but I'm also into e-bikes. And I have been waiting for more and more e-bikes to become more like a regular bike riding experience. And this one, the Mesa Lite from Mokwheel, is just that. It is a very upright bike with 27.5-inch around tires by 2 inches, which is a normal kind of hybrid mountain bike style tire. They're not the big fat 4-inch wide tires that you're seeing on a lot of e-bikes, but they're also not the skinny tires that you see on a lot of road bikes. And I find this to be a really exceptional cruiser for riding around. It's got a very upright and comfortable stance. It's got a very comfortable seat. It's got a very comfortable ride with a shock in front.
That's nice. Yeah, that's awesome.
Front shock in action. Boom, 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 boom. But it's simple too. It doesn't have a lot of extra things that you don't need. And that's what I really like about it. It has the simplicity and the joy of just riding a bike. It does have a throttle that allows you to go up to 20 miles an hour, and it is a Class 2 e-bike. So check your laws before you ride it on trails and stuff like that. But it's not so overbearing and huge looking that people immediately think you're on an e-bike or an electric motorcycle. It looks like a bicycle. It rides like a bicycle. Anybody that's ridden a bicycle before can very easily ride the Mesa Lite. So I think for me, one of the biggest features of this bike is just how comfortable and upright it is. These handlebars with a little bit of slope let you sit upright pretty high, and it's just very comfortable to ride. It also has some nice features like these grippy hand grips. It's got a rack on the back if you want to put something on the back and carry it. It does have a tail light and a headlight that you can turn on if you're riding at night. It's got a front fork shock, which gives you a little extra smoothness as you're riding. It's got fenders that keeps the mud off of you if you happen to go off onto a muddy situation. It's got Shimano shifters. They're not the best shifters, but they're fine for this situation. And it's just a very smooth, quiet ride, and I really enjoy it. It also has another essential, which I think any e-bike should always have, and that's hydraulic disc brakes. That gives you plenty of stopping power if you need to stop quickly, but also just gives you smooth stopping power anytime you want to stop, and you don't feel like you're out of control. You always have the ability to just squeeze the brakes and it's going to stop right away for you. All right, I'm in pedal assist 2. Gonna get going, and all right, here we go. 12, 13, 14, 15. Whoa! It locked up the tire that time. Yeah, good brakes. The seat is really comfy, and it has a quick release on the seat, so it's easy to adjust the seat up and down so that if you're riding on it, you can take that seat up and down if someone else wants to ride it at a different height. The headlight and the tail lights are great. They're simple, they're adjustable, they're bright enough, and the tail light also serves as a brake light. So when you squeeze the brakes, even if you don't have the headlight and tail light on, the brake light still comes on, telling people that you're stopping, which is great if someone's behind you. This bike does have a cadence sensor, which is the kind of sensor that goes based on any sort of motion of the pedals. It's not based on how hard you push the pedals. It's just, it feels motion and it goes depending on what pedal assist you're in. That takes a little getting used to, but I have to say the cadence sensor on this one is a bit smoother than other cadence sensors I've ridden on. I prefer torque sensors, and I know that Mokwheel does make a bike similar to this that has a torque sensor, so you might want to check that out, but it costs a little bit more, and it requires you to do a little bit more of the work because the power is based on how hard you pedal, not just the fact that you're pedaling. But with this bike, you can pedal really slow and go pretty fast, pretty easily, which can be a lot of fun if you know what you're doing. Okay, I'm gonna put it into pedal assist 5 and see how fast I can get going. There's 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I'm not sure if my audio stayed, but I got up to 23 miles an hour without a whole lot of effort. I probably could go faster if I changed gears and pedaled harder, but 23 miles an hour was pretty easy to get to. with some pedaling. I've assembled a lot of e-bikes now, and having done that numerous times, I can say this is one of the easier ones to assemble, which is actually pretty nice if you're getting your first e-bike and you don't really know what you're doing. They send you all the tools that you need, the directions were pretty clear, and I didn't really run into any hiccups when I was assembling this, and it was pretty quick, less than an hour to get it all put together. So if you're looking for your first e-bike or just an e-bike that's going to be easy to ride and not so heavy or bulky that you can't move it places or put it on a bike rack, the Mesa Lite is worth considering. I've really enjoyed it. It's kind of gotten me back to basics in terms of bike riding. It's very versatile. My whole family actually really likes this bike a lot because they feel like they're on a regular bike, and yet they have the power of an electric bike for the hills in our neighborhood, and it gets you there quickly. So as I've mentioned a couple of times, going from the really wide 4-inch tires to these smaller 2.5-inch tires is refreshing. It feels like I'm on a regular bicycle. It's just easier to maneuver and quieter, and it's just a great smooth ride. I am a big fan of this bike. I do wish it had a torque sensor instead of a cadence sensor, but really that's about the only thing about it that I think could improve. I'd love to hear what you think about e-bikes and about the Mesa Lite from Mokwheel or other e-bikes that you maybe have ridden. Tell us what you think in the comments below. We'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.